I definitely say this pond is ready for stocking for fish. Look at that life. Look at those minnows, guppies. Well, I'm out here picking up fish, and I think that's my fish guy right there. All right, well, there's the information right there. Larry's Fish Farm and the phone number. And this is what I picked up. 20 little, I think 3 to 4 inch bass. Let's go get them in the pond. There they are. Looks like we got one of them belly up. So that's going to give us 19 fish. Anyway, I'm gonna let them acclimate. I'm gonna put a cooler chest over them so they're not in the direct sun. I'm gonna go finish a NASCAR race. I think there's like 40 laps to go or something. I'm gonna go watch that, come back, and something Insane Tuna had told me to do is not just acclimate for temperature, but acclimate for pH. So after the temperature acclimates, I'm gonna put them in a cooler chest. Then I'm gonna pan a couple of cups of this water in with them. Let them sit in that for a little bit, and then I'm gonna put them in. All right, we'll let them sit like that for 20 or 30 minutes. All right, I think last time I counted on these lily pads, I had 13. Now I'm counting 21, and I've probably missed a couple. But the big difference between last time is you can actually see under the water, and I didn't count those. You could barely make out the leaves that were underwater. Now it's you can tell the pond's clearing up. In fact, even just looking at the shoreline, I mean, you can see the plants going all the way down to the ground. Anyway, that's pretty cool, because like I said, the cleaner water coming in is pushing the dirty water out, so the whole thing should be clearing up. And I bet if I got my drone out and did a downward view, you'd see a big difference between my sediment pond and this pond. Well, I hope you guys can see this. When I said this pond was full of guppies, plenty of bait. I don't know if you can see them swimming. It's so bright out here, I really can't see it, but this thing is just full of life, and this is the only reason I'm putting the fish in. I mean, a lot of people will put the fish in on day one, and then they're putting fish food, which, you know, is kind of a waste. You're killing fish to feed fish because you don't have the habitat ready for it. So building a pond, it's almost better just to wait a year, get your vegetation and stuff, and bait fish established before you put the main fish in. Anyway, a lot of life in here. I don't know if you see the dragonflies also. It's pretty cool. Okay, I got them in with about 50-50 mix of the water they came in and pond water. And this one over here is the one I'm thinking. This one right here, separated from the crowd. He seems to be teeter-tottering back and forth, so he may not make it. Well, if it comes through, you can see a half tadpole, half toad frog. Still got his tadpole tail just laying there on the bottom. You know, I'm over here at the sediment pond. I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 bass in here. I guess my theory is, you know, if they can breed here and we get an overflow event, they'll just make it down into the new pond. And 17 was the number that they told me to put in the big pond anyway, so that puts 17 in there and 3 in here. And I did put 2 full-size bass in there. I'm a little scared that the big bass I put in are going to eat these little bass, but hopefully there's enough other food and these things are smart enough to find some shelter. Anyway, let's get these things in. Come on, let's go. Get out of the sun here. That's your new home. Another tadpole, if you can see it. Almost a frog. All right, I set up next to the lily pads. Maybe that'll give them a little bit of shelter. But I just noticed, got a snake skin right here on the edge of the water, or right there in the water. So let's get these fish in. I really don't want to touch them. Just let me scoot the cooler chest up. those are cleaned up. Kind of clouded it up, but I'm seeing one here close to the shore. Two close to the shore. Saw a lot of them swimming in deeper. Like I said, hopefully they'll make their way over this lily pad and get some shade and some shelter so the big bass don't eat them. But we do have, over in this corner, we do have a big underwater structure, culvert, concrete culvert, and some stumps and stuff tied together. I just saw one of them swimming through. Okay, so I mean, probably 20-25-ish, we may have bass a couple of pounds in here, which would be pretty cool. That's it for today, and y'all have a nice day.